Hey, what if I told you that you haven't achieved your financial goals not because of your bad strategy or because of your lack of consistency, but because of your identity? Back in the day, about a few years ago, it took me a very short period of time to go from 0 to 10 crores. I went from having to chase money to becoming somebody for whom money became a very natural and normal thing. I'm going to break down the entire method for you today. Most people feel that once I start earning a lot of money, I start having a lot of clients, I'm going to then start feeling very successful. But it doesn't work that way. It works the opposite way. So once you create a positive identity, which is an abundant identity, this is our first step. From identity, you then take actions. You will then get the desired results. Now, most people are doing this the other way around. They are taking actions from a very bad identity. So they feel that they still struggle for small amounts of money. They always have been financially struggling. They felt very insulted in their life having less finances than their cousins or other people. So they have a very lack identity, but they work extremely hard. They take actions, they put out their content, they do social media, they do all kinds of things. They go out for interviews. They take a lot of actions, but then the results are always matching their bad identity, their lower identity. Your results cannot go beyond your identity. So our job in this video is to sort out your identity, to make your identity very rich, very abundant, very positive, really expand your identity. And then from there, when you take actions towards your business or your finances or your job reality, you will get really good results. How do we do that? There are 3 steps. So let's take step number 1. It's called acknowledge. Acknowledge what? Acknowledge all the money that has come into your life so far. All the clients that have come into your life, all the offers that you got, all the work that you've done, all the money that came from, I always say, money is our oldest friend. It was there for us from diaper to car wiper. We have been supported by money since forever. From our school lunches, uniform, books, whatever we've ever wanted, travels we've been through, the fact that you have this internet connection. If it wasn't for money, we wouldn't have all of this. Money has found its way to us always. So we've always been supported. Acknowledge that money. Make a list of all the clients that you worked with. Appreciate that. Make a list of all the times money came from literally diaper to car wiper. Make a list of everything, because that's going to put in your head the awareness of all the abundance that has come into your life. So now you're switching from the lack identity to an abundant identity. So acknowledging is our very first step. If you got this point, just type below saying, I will acknowledge money. Okay, I will acknowledge money. Good. Now let's go to our second step in our building of a positive identity so that we can have great results in our business and our finances, is to make meaning. Our second one is called make meaning. So when you start acknowledging and appreciating all the clients that have come, all the business you've had, all the money that has come from diaper to wiper, you start making meaning out of that, you'll start creating meaning. Like, money does come into my experience. I have been supported by money. Many times things have come without effort. Imagine all the times that someone took you out for dinner or a lunch or bought you a gift or gave you dropped you somewhere. All of that came through money, because there's petrol involved, there is the food involved, ingredients involved, someone cooked your dinner. All of that is things you got through the support of money. So money does support me. Money does support my life. If you make meaning like that, your identity immediately starts changing to someone who is abundant and supported by money. This is something you practice, okay? So you acknowledge all the money that has come in your life. You appreciate it from your heart, because that's the magnet that will attract more. And you create meaning. This means that money is attracted to me, that I am someone that money likes to come to. This meaning is very important in repetition, because that's going to solidify your identity. And the final part, by the way, if you're going to create positive meaning, type in the chat saying, money does come to me. Money does come to me. Money does come to me. Can I acknowledge that? Can I see that? Can I appreciate that money comes to me? Imagine if you're somebody who was on the streets right now, but you're not. You're watching this on probably a phone or on a computer. Appreciate that money does come to me. Okay, third part. This is the most important one. This one is called embodying. Embody the rich you. So did you know, I'm sure you knew because you've probably gone down this rabbit hole on YouTube a lot, and that is parallel realities and quantum jumping. What you can do to embody this rich version of yourself. Okay, did you know that there are billions or infinite parallel realities in which infinite versions of you exist? And one of them is the rich version of you. There are many rich versions of you, but the kind of rich version you want to be. Now, you can actually visit this person. You can visit this rich version of you. You can imagine that you are in front of them and talk to them. You can ask the questions that you have and say, hey, I have this launch going on. What advice would you give me for this? You can you can tell them about a problem. Hey, this is the block that I have. There's this worthiness issue. What guidance can you give me to let go of this unworthiness? And listen, you will get some information. You can tap into the version of you. This is one part of it, but there's a second part, which is you can walk into their body and really let your nervous system soak in what it feels like to be that rich version of yourself. Which means, I used to do this a lot, was I would imagine myself in this beautiful house. I was wearing this flowing white dress. I was watching myself in the mirror and I was feeling so proud of myself. I felt like I was known as a philanthropist. I was known as someone who would share my gold, as someone who wanted to help people. And I was looking outside the window of this gorgeous house and I saw this beautiful convertible car. I saw the sea view, blue sea, because I live in Croatia. The sea here is phenomenal. And I heard the door. Someone was knocking at the door. I opened the door. This person came in. Such a big smile, and I went to this beautiful mahogany table, took from the table a check, and I think it was a check for $1 million, and I gave it to this person to support their cause. And I remember the hug that we shared, and I just felt this love in my heart. So it's practicing that version of me. I've practiced it so many times. Now, if you do this consistently, it would not take you that much time to flip into an abundant identity. Literally on day one, if you do this without taking scoring, okay, is the number one problem people have. Without taking score, without checking your accounts, without doing all of these things, you just practice this, your energy shifts immediately. And you keep reinforcing it, your identity will shift. And when your identity shifts, which does not take much time, it just takes a little reinforcing of these 3 steps, and then you take action from that, I promise you'll get wonderful results. And did you know that when your identity is sorted, you don't struggle with consistency, you don't struggle with motivation, because your actions are quite natural. If you're identified as someone who's terrible at consistency, guess what happens to your actions? You self-sabotage, you cannot be consistent. But if you're identified as someone who's naturally abundant, your actions, whatever you do, you have the golden touch. You don't have to force yourself to make a reel or to make a video or to go for an interview or to work on your skills. It's something that'll happen very naturally from the identity you've built as a success in your industry. Build identity first. This is always the crucial point. So if you're going to embody the rich version of yourself, just type, I am rich. I am rich, because that you are in one parallel reality. You're just tapping into that. So putting it all together, we need to sort out identity first. Rich, abundant identity, successful identity. Then take actions from that place and get the results that we want. To become a rich identity, we must acknowledge all the money and success that has come to us so far, from diaper to wiper to car wiper. We've always had money come into our lives, so we can really scream out, money, I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for coming in my life. So we're acknowledging, we're appreciating. Second one, we're creating meaning from all of that. The money has always supported me. Money does come in my life. Money has really given me some beautiful experiences, and more beautiful experiences therefore will keep coming because of money in my life. So we're creating positive meaning, and we are embodying the rich version of us by being in that vision, practicing that vision, really emotionally practicing it. You're going to rewire your identity. That is it. Now, of course, there are a lot of blocks in the way. So in case you did not know, there are 23 blocks. Actually, there are more than 23, but there are 23 that I want to teach you for free. I have a 2.5-hour class. It's a very famous class. You may have heard of it. It's called Master Your Money Energy Code. If you've never done this class, we're doing it again live. We're doing it at 2 time zones. So if you're international, like you're not in India, you're in Europe like me, or you're in America or Canada or Australia, you can still attend. So we're doing it on 2 time zones. Find out more information below. I'm going to take you through a 23-question quiz that's going to show you exactly where your money blocks are, because money blocks are like this. Imagine you have a bucket and it's always raining money, okay? The flow of money is always consistent. But you have holes in your bucket, the money keeps draining out. But if you can plug those holes, you can collect money and you can grow money to an overflow of money. How to do that? We're going to do that in this class. The code will help you achieve the financial freedom that you want. And there's a lot of lessons from my journey that is in there. So come register below and I look forward to seeing you in the Master Your Money Energy Code class. And if this was of value to you, let me know if this helped you. If it did, just let me know in the comments and I look forward to seeing you in another video. And namaste.